I have a confession. I started my whole channel talking about traveler's notebooks, and even my first video that ever really kind of took off was about my traveler's notebook setup. And now I'm not using it, at least not the way I used to. So today I want to be really honest about why I stepped away from it, what I still actually love about it, and why I still have it even though I'm not using it at all. So let me take you back New Year's Eve 2023. We were just about to move to Canada and we were staying with family in the Netherlands, and it was midnight, and instead of celebrating, I was on a web shop trying to order a traveler's notebook. I felt like that moving to Canada, to this new continent, to a place we have never seen before, I wanted something I can journal in and just write about my experiences. And I already wanted a traveler's notebook for years at that point. I could just never justify the price. But I ordered it that night. And just a few days later, I filmed my first ever setup video for it. And I had a feeling that this will change my life. And honestly, it kind of did. This traveler's notebook is the first ever journaling system that actually worked for me. And I used it daily and consistently for a really long time. But then in the spring of 2025, I posted a new setup video for it. And even in that video, I'm talking about how I'm running into so many issues with it. At that time, I just started to do morning pages from the Artist Way, and I was just burning through inserts. Like, I was using up 4 to 5 inserts in a month. And that was the point I actually started to pay attention to what was working and what wasn't with this journal. Because when your journaling system becomes a logistics problem, you should listen to that feeling. But before I really get into what is not working for me anymore with this journal, I want to talk about everything that I love. Guys, I love the leather. I have it in the camel color, and this is the regular sized traveler's notebook, and this leather is just ages so amazingly. It just starts to move with you and it truly becomes yours. I love the modular system of the notebook, so I can have many different notebooks in it. I can just organize my thoughts into several different inserts, which is honestly life-changing. I also love the paper quality. It works amazingly with fountain pens. It has no feathering, it has no bleed through. It just looks gorgeous and feels gorgeous, and I love the quality of the inserts. For example, last year I spent a week in New York with my sister and I filled a whole insert about our travels and whatever we did, and it was the perfect companion for that. Look how chunky it is now. And I have to give it to it because it's called a traveler's notebook and it's honestly the perfect size for travel journaling. So the product itself, I love it. The system, how it works, I love it even more. It's brilliant. It's honestly brilliant. What I had to realize is that the issue is not my traveler's notebook, it's how I use it in my everyday life. And here is where I have to be honest about my specific needs, because I write a lot. And I mean a lot. Morning pages, content ideas, project notes, things I'm learning about, random thoughts I want to hold on to. And all of these things adds up really fast. And the standard traveler's notebook inserts, as much as I love them for the quality, they are just not built for the kind of lifestyle I want them to be. It's like this insert is constantly asking me to compress myself into these pages, but I want bigger and more. I just need space to be myself, to create, to explore, and this is not working. For example, I have a content commonplace book running at all times. And the whole goal of this notebook is to have all of these ideas and knowledge accumulate over a long period of time. But if I have to crack into a new insert every 2 weeks to a month, then all of that knowledge I collect is getting lost because, guys, this is just a few of the inserts I used last year. This is a crazy amount of paper. This is a crazy amount of stuff to collect. I mean, look at this. And this is just from the first few months of 2025. And there is also a practical side to this madness because, yeah, I have to organize it and store it somewhere, but also buying them became an issue. I live in Toronto, Canada, and I normally go to Wonderpants for my stationery shopping or Paper Plus Cloth. And in 2025, there were several times when I was running out of all of my inserts and I needed to stack up, but both of these stores were out of stock for a really long time. And sometimes they couldn't even tell me when they get a restock. So as you can see, my issues with the traveler's notebook is not one big thing. It's a few small things that create friction between me and journaling, which is a really important practice for me. Heck, I even have a YouTube channel about it. So something had to change. But quick pause, if you are new here and you are into journaling, stationery, and just creativity and self-discovery in general, please give me a follow because I think you will love my upcoming videos. I am so close to 1,000 subscribers and I wanted to become a YouTuber since I was 15 years old. And I am 30. So that means that for half of my life I was dreaming to reach those 1,000 followers and I'm this close, so I'm just so excited. But going back to the traveler's notebooks, this is something I didn't talk about on my channel yet and it's time. So last year when I was already struggling with my regular size traveler's notebook, I had the amazing idea that I should buy a passport sized one. And I will be completely honest with you guys, the only reason I got this journal is because I really wanted the olive color journal cover. And I'm a true minimalist and whenever I already have one version of a thing, even though I love it, I'm not buying a second one. So I was thinking maybe if I buy the smaller one, I will not feel bad about it and I will just start using this for something. So I convinced myself that the passport size was different enough so I could justify the purchase. And guys, it wasn't. I tried everything. I tried to use it as a catch-all journal. I tried to use it as a wallet, even as a companion to my other journals. I even used it as a glorified shopping list. Nothing clicked. This insert is just way too small for me. Whenever I want to write in something compact, I need my inserts to be at least the size of a field notes journal. And here is a size comparison between the field notes and the passport size, and you can see how much taller the field notes is. And the worst thing is that whenever I got this, I even got it stamped with my marriage initials because I was so sure I'm going to love it. And now I hate it and I can't even sell it because who would buy it with my initials on it? And the funniest thing is we didn't even have the wedding yet because we want to go to Las Vegas and with everything going on, we are just pushing it back and back. So I got this journal with my marriage initials just to get rid of it before I even get married. The lesson here is that sometimes you just have to cut your losses and accept that something that you really wanted to love is just not for you, even if you really tried. So here is how I actually solved my problem. I made my own leather journal cover. It's the same concept as a traveler's notebook, so you can have several inserts in it. But this time this is in an A5 size. And guys, it works so perfectly for me. It's all the things I love about my traveler's notebook. The leather, the system, and the aesthetic. But I just scaled it up to a size of notebook I actually want to write in. Which means that this traveler's notebook is just sitting on my shelf right now. Not yet gone, but replaced.